Janine Regan-Sinclair here. Hope you've had a good week. Welcome to my Thursday evening live, 7 Pacific normally. So this week I'd like to share some information with you about the importance of the planetary alignments in connection to healing. Most people are aware that every 3 months we have something called the solstice or the equinox. We've got summer solstice and a winter solstice. And we've got an equinox in the spring and in the autumn, or fall, as they say in the US and Canada. And how this affects us on the level of healing. Well, first of all, the winter solstice is basically the shortest day of the year, daylight time, and the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. And the two in between, the spring and the autumn and fall one, the equinoxes are equal day and night. So that's the main four, but there are a lot of other dates throughout the year that are really important to people. Certain dates like the 8-8 alignment, the Lionsgate, the 11-11, 12-12, you know, anything with a double figure in it or something like that. There are other alignments where the planets come into alignment throughout the year. So as we've gone through all these different lifetimes, our energy field, I've got a sketch here that I've done for you. Our energy field has reduced down. So the outer layers of our energy field, I've done a little sketch for you here, guys. This is you in the middle, and this is some of your energy field, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Bigger than the planets, actually bigger than the universe and beyond to that. And what's happened as we've lowered our vibrational frequency is the outer ones have been deactivated, so our energy field is actually smaller. So all of the information that was in those outer ones has been stored in the planets for us in our solar system. So when we have a planetary alignment, what's happening is these planets, when these planets come into alignment, they actually download or reactivate certain memories in our consciousness from previous encounters, previous lifetimes and things like that. And you can see, so they're downloading our karmic experiences and allowing us to become aware of them on a conscious level through our body systems. Because if you, let's say that you fell off a horse and broke your leg in a past life or something like that, when that memory, and I call them pixels, if you haven't seen my video on the cubes of consciousness and the pixels, basically everything we've ever experienced gets stored in our energy field, in our templates, in 2D images as pixels, and our consciousness pulls them together, those 2D images, and turns them into 3D images, which create the reality that we live in. Not that it's in the third dimension. A 3D image is... This is a 3D image. It's not the third dimension as such. So this is a 2D like photograph of all of our bits of information, and this is our consciousness grabs those and turns them into 3D images, which is the world around us. So we've got the void, non-manifest reality, and the manifest reality, and this is the infinite probability point where things go from not being nothing to something, and then our consciousness pulls those memories and turns them into what looks like a third dimensional reality. Obviously we're projecting 5D and 7D and so on at the moment, up to 9D coming up in a couple of weeks' time for the equinox. And that's what our consciousness does. It takes all of those pixels and memories from our past life experiences and it turns them into our reality. So this is what happens. The planets come into alignment, and that could be any one of the dates throughout the year, and it downloads and reactivates these memories of our previous encounters in our energy field, and they get drawn into our consciousness for something for us to heal. So it could be, let's say I said you fell off a horse and broke your leg. It could be that when we have a planetary alignment or in the run up to it, there's a lot of energies coming in, that all of a sudden you start to get tingling or discomfort in your leg, and you think there's something wrong with your leg, and you go to the doctors and they can't find anything wrong with it. It could be what's happening is that area of your body, the templates, because your body's layers of light, is remembering this past life accident, and it's trying to release those memories from tingling or giving you pain in your leg to let you know that there's something there. And this is why it's important to have regular massages or reflexology or something like that, to be releasing memories from your system of everything we've ever experienced, not just in this lifetime, but in all of our past lifetimes. And we've all had a lot of lifetimes. Even new souls have had lifetimes before this one. So we're heading towards, on the 19th of March, and I think it's 8:06 p.m. Pacific, the precise time for the equinox, for the spring equinox. And this is obviously when the lighter night starts coming in, and we're moving, into springtime, and it's always a lovely time of year. But this shift is bringing in the ninth dimension for those of you that have activated enough of your energy sphere. So when I say that, we're talking about more layers of your energy field. The more healing you've done on yourself, the bigger your energy field is being reactivated to. So some people are in 3D because they haven't done any work, and then people are in 4D, and then people are in 5D, and people going up to 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. So what's happening is on the 19th of March, the ninth dimensional one is going to be locked in. I'm going to be locking that one in, and depending on how much work you've done, you'll have access to that ninth dimensional level of consciousness. So this happens on a regular basis, like pretty much every month there is some sort of download coming in, and you can notice it by changes in the way you feel, like super tired, achy joints, things like that. If you go on and Google ascension symptoms, you'll find out there's a whole list of things, from nausea to headaches to brain fog to dizziness to not being able to sleep to being wanting to sleep for 15 hours a day. All of these different symptoms are linked into these planetary alignments and the energy that the planets, they hold all of our karmic stuff from our outer layers of our energy field from the past, and we can't move forward into the this new age that everyone's talking about without healing these old layers and these old 2D images that are in our energy field. So we've got to convert them back into neutral, back into pure love, and that's why they get downloaded. So, and this is happening to everyone. It's happening to us, it's happening to our animals, whether we know it or not, whether people are awake or not. These frequencies are coming in, the energies that are coming in through the sun are hitting everyone. There's no escaping it. So people that are not openly working on themselves, they are still being affected by it. But people that are working on themselves, if you've got someone that's working to raise their frequency all the time by, taking care of themselves, eating healthy, exercise, having regular treatments like massages or reflexology or energy healing or healing their trauma, whatever it is that you decide to do, is all clearing these things that I've dotted, all of these old memories of pixels in your cubes of consciousness, because this is all your cubes of consciousness. And as it heals them, as another layer gets healed, then that gets lit up. So your energy field gets bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And people can feel it. They can feel that you're glowing, you're clearer, you're a clearer vessel. And people will notice it. And what that means is that your projection of you're the center of your reality, into your reality starts to get brighter. So the world starts to get a nicer place to be. And that's how we are the co-creators. We are the software in the machine. We're like prisms in a simulator, like a virtual reality simulator. And the brighter we are, the purer we are, because of these things we've healed from the past, are projecting a clearer, cleaner illusion of reality for us to experience. So I've spoken before, it's a bit like going up layers in an apartment block, and the higher you go up, the closer you get to the penthouse. It's always the nicest one is at the top. So the clearer you get, the bigger your energy field gets, the less pollution in it from past lives. And those dots and those memories can be, barbaric memories. It can be war, they can be fear, they can be anger, they can be greed, they can be savage behaviours that we were into hundreds of years ago and things like that. So as we clear all these different layers and we're working with the planets, our reality starts to improve as a result, because reality is a projection of us. We're like a prism that projects the illusion onto the screen. So it's not about going out there so much to change things, it's about changing us, and when we change us, the outside will automatically start to change. The old systems start to fall away that are based on greed and control and manipulation and dictatorship and all of that kind of stuff, and separation and racism and war and all of these other things. And we start to project, because we're healing ourselves, our hearts get lighter, and we start coming in from our higher hearts as well, which people refer to as the golden ray, the age, the golden age. Some people call it the Christ consciousness, and it's basically that gold energy. It's like golden white light coming through. So we're projecting a much nicer, purer reality. So have you ever gone to bed? You can maybe answer some questions and leave some comments below. When you're lying in bed and you just can't get to sleep because there's kind of flashing lights going on even when your eyes close, that's your third eye, your mind's eye, feeling these energies coming in, because they come in through the crown chakra. So it's like your eyes are closed, instead of seeing that normal kind of, dark kind of grey colour, you get like flashes of colour coming in. That is the energies coming in from the planets. That's what the planetary alignments are for. They're giving you downloads. And when we expand these layers, so when we get these downloads and we get a memory of it and we go and have some healing and that one gets neutralized, we get bigger and brighter, and we start to function on a higher level, because this is us tapping into our higher frequencies of our higher self, the bigger we get going up here. And if we start to integrate the two hemispheres of the brain as well with that, and start to balance the hemispheres, because the brain was created to function as one unit, not two. So if we do the hemisync of both the hemispheres of the brain, it actually starts to increase our intelligence, our psychic abilities, our psychic vision, and all these other gifts that we've had in other lifetimes, and gifts going back to our stellar origins. And the stellar origins can be, angelic. Some people are extraterrestrial. Some people are like mermaids. Some people are very earthy. We're all spirits in a physical vessel. This is just Janine's vessel, physical vessel, but there's a spirit in that, which is all the energy field, and within that is your soul essence. So the soul resides in the spirit, resides in the physical. So as we're healing, we're becoming purer, we're becoming lighter, we eat lighter foods, maybe, move away from eating dense foods, and meats eventually get very difficult to even swallow. I've met people who are saying it's weird, but I just can't, the meat's getting stuck in my throat now. It's like I can't swallow it. That's your higher self saying to you, this is not for you to be eating anymore. And I'm not against anyone eating meat, just in case anyone out there wants to start a war with me in the comments below. You need to do what works for you. I stopped eating meat 17 years ago now. I think it was 17 years ago. It's about that. Because I just couldn't swallow it anymore. But I did eat fish for years after that because I needed it. So, if you do start changing your diet, it's important that you make sure you're still getting the proteins and amino acids and things like that you need. So this whole process we're very interlinked with the planets, because even though people tend to think that they've just got this energy field around them and it's, maybe 6 foot in each direction, our energy field goes all the way to the edges of the universe and beyond, into the multiverse. And the bigger and purer we get, the more these planetary alignments are going to be affecting us, because obviously the bigger your energy field is, the more space there is in there for stuff to have been accumulated, and there's more work to be done. So as we're evolving, as we are raising our frequency in that respect, and evolving is probably not the best word, nature evolves naturally. We're evolving through choice. Some of it's happening naturally, but the more work you do, the quicker you're going to ascend, and the bigger and brighter you're going to get, and the better your reality is going to get. That's just the way it works. So as we're doing that, we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, to eventually the planets are actually a part of our energy field. Mother Earth's a part of our energy field. The planets are in our energy field. And this is how huge and how absolutely amazing and powerful we really are. When people talk about us being gods, it's not just about it being in our DNA, it's about the expansiveness of our energy field and our templates, which is our spirit bodies. Spirit body goes on and on and on and on and on. It's absolutely huge, and it's not quite as simple as the drawing I've shown you. This is just an easy way of drawing it, but it actually crisscrosses in the middle like a DNA as it comes down through the body. Both sides are crisscrossing one another all the way down, but it's not so easy to draw, so I just tend to draw circles or something, make it nice and easy. So we've got this planetary alignment coming up on the 19th of March 2024, and they're generally around about between the 19th and the 21st of the month, every 3 months. And we have even more downloads coming in for us to work on. So if you have been noticing that you're not sleeping properly, or that you've got some kind of ascension symptoms, or symptoms in your body that you may feel, are not like the normal you're super fit and healthy, and then all of a sudden you've got this chronic shoulder pain, and you don't know where it's coming from. I've had things like that happen to me before, and then when I've gone in and looked at it, tuned into it, it's like there was a big axe wound from a past life, trying to release the memories of it from the energy templates in this part of my body. And as soon as I healed it and repaired the templates, the pain was gone. So I'm not saying if you get any pain, don't look into it. I'm not saying don't go and get things checked out by doctors, by all means, if you feel the need. But it's also worth kind of just going within and tuning into your body and asking your higher consciousness, what is the root cause of this pain, and seeing what comes to you. And then you might get that, a vision of something happening to you. You fell off a horse in a battle or something like that in another lifetime, and that your body's trying to release those memories from your system. So this is what's going on. This is why it's so important to be in tune with what's going on with the planetary alignments, because it is affecting you whether you like it or not. It's affecting everyone. As I say, it's even affecting our animals, because animals have had past lives too. So, they need a little bit of extra attention when these planetary alignments are going on. So you've probably noticed there's dips, like peaks and troughs in your energy. We're coming into the spring. So spring is a time about, leaping forward. And the more work we do, the bigger that leap. It's a time for getting new projects out into the world, to, coming into the summer when things are flowing. And then it changes again when we move back into the fall. Things start to slow down in the autumn, and then winter's a time for going within and starting to, put ideas together and back to the drawing board for what you're going to be doing next year. So it's a really important time on many different levels. Okay. Is there anyone out there that's got anything they would like to share? I'd love to hear in your comments below about anything interesting that you've experienced because of planetary alignments, or past life stuff that has been brought to your attention because of the kind of things that I'm talking about. And please do share in the comments. And if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about on here, also please leave a comment as well. If there's any questions and stuff like that, I'll do my best to get some feedback to you, or Catherine helps me out, she will as well. So please do, feel free to ask any questions or anything like that. So that's all I've got to share tonight. I thought we could just do a 5-minute meditation if you'd like to do that. Just going within, just doing some breathing, just being quiet for 5 minutes. I'll time it on my phone and just having a little quiet time and sending energy down into the earth. Perhaps we can connect to the sun and just pull that energy down very quickly into the earth together. Okay? So when you're ready, just close your eyes for me and take a nice deep breath, breathing in through your nose, down into your abdomen, and breathing out through your mouth. 5 or 6 times. Just focus on your breathing. Breathing down deep into your abdomen. And as you exhale, just let go of any tension you're holding in your neck and shoulders on the out breath. And just taking your awareness to your heart, or your higher heart, which is between your heart and your throat, wherever you feel comfortable. And just have a few nice deep breaths. And as you're breathing, taking your awareness out to where you see, sense or feel the sun. And imagine a beautiful white orb of light. And imagine a tube of that white light coming down towards the top of your head, into the top of your head and down your spine into your heart. And your heart pumps that beautiful white energy throughout your whole body to every cell, every fibre and the spaces in between. And sending it down your spine, down your legs, and imagine you've got bare feet on the grass on a sunny day, and sending it all the way down into the centre of the planet, nice and grounded. Then imagine that white light in your heart just quickly expanding out, really quickly, filling your home, your town or city, until it completely surrounds the planet in this beautiful big white orb of light. And then just let your breath find its own natural rhythm and relax. And I'm just going to put 5 minutes on a timer, and we'll just sit quietly in that no mind space for 5 minutes and visualise Mother Earth in that white light, starting now. Okay, so just coming back to full consciousness on the count of 1, being aware of the room that you're in, 2, being aware of the noises in the background, coming back into your consciousness, 3, just wriggle your fingers and toes, feel your physical body again, 4, sending roots down from the back of your heart or your higher heart, down your spine, down your legs, and imagine you've got bare feet on the grass on a sunny day, and sending those roots down into the earth like the roots of a mighty oak tree, nice and grounded. And then 5, eyes open, wide awake, fully conscious, and back with us. Okay guys, well done. So remember, the next couple of weeks up until the 19th of March is an important time to take care of yourself, retreat, go within, healing your trauma. Those of you that may have missed my webinar, if you contact me, I can give you a link to watch the recording of that if you're interested in doing some healing on yourself. And take care of you. It's time for some self-reflection and TLC over the next couple of weeks, keeping your energy to you, because when the equinox comes through, there's going to be a leap forward. So you want your energy to be able to help you do that, to be able to help you leap forward. Those of you that know how to work with the animals, that have done work with me before, fleas can jump a long way. Kangaroos jump a long way. So basically any animal that leaps, frogs, all of these energy is going to help you leap into another level of consciousness. You know what to do, guys. Those of you that haven't, there is an animal workshop on my website if you want to look into that, and I think it's still on special offer actually. So thanks for joining me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Those of you that are in the academy, I will see you on Saturday. Bye for now.